Hello everybody, thanks for tuning into the latest episode. The silly season is upon us. It's Christmas time, the time when family and friends gather at the end of the year and everyone gets on well and we eat way too much. Well, I think everyone gets on well. We must strive to get on well. Catching up with family and friends, sometimes it can be stressful, but hey, you just got to make the best of it and enjoy yourself. So the silly season can get a little bit silly sometimes, that's why I've got that nickname. Most important thing is to just don't overextend yourself, enjoy your holidays if you're lucky enough to have them, and spend as much time with family and friends as you possibly can. But it's a great time of year for a lot of people. It's the end of the year. It's finally the chance to have a break and a bit of a look back over the year and then enjoy a little bit of time off from probably working quite hard. So this episode is what used to be called Custom Car of the Month. We're going to have a look at a custom build. It's bloody beautiful. Can't wait to show it to you. But before we do, we're going to pop out to Fourbieman's crossing where we had the crawler gates and see how much water is in that area now. So we'll, at the click of the fingers, we'll go out. Ready? Here we go. Just like that, here we were, out at Fourbieman's crossing. You see behind me down there, that's the area that we went. And we had our crawler gates. So we'll pop down and see how much water we've got in that spot. We've got a little bit, would have wrecked it if we had got that rain before. Well, looks like we've had just enough rain to fill the gaps. Actually, this area just here was where I had the start gate. I think just over there between those two rocks was where I had the teeter-totter. But yeah, so we've got just enough water in here now to sort of fill it all up again. And thankfully we got the crawling when we did, because this would have been no good. That's wet. So what we'll do is we'll go for a wander over the other side and have a bit of a look-see and see what the landscape lies and how much water there is in that section, because it is a little bit higher. So let's go and check it out. Just having trouble here with me Hilux. I'm not too sure what the go is. We got forwards and we got backwards, but nothing seems to be going on. Got no steering. Not too sure. I don't know what the hell's going on. There's even a cruise control. Like you can actually hit a cruise control and it'll actually drive. You know, it'll just drive by itself. But I'm damned if I know what the go is with this thing. It just doesn't seem to be anything working on the Hilux. Well, I've been pressing buttons on this bloody thing. I don't know what the hell's going on. I just can't seem to get it to bloody do anything. I don't know. I was hoping to be able to get this thing to bloody, sort of do something serious, but I'm gonna have to take it. I thought I heard something. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to take it back home and see if I can work something out. Where the bloody of the cruiser now? What? All right, well, over on that far side over there, over in that section just over there, that's where we had the crawl on Saturday Arvo with the goats. And this on this side over here will come across, and this is the higher side. This is the higher side of Zillman's Crossing, so we did get a little bit of water in here, but there's a section that runs all the way down there. And I think we're going to come out here on Friday. A friend of mine, Chris, we're going to go for a bit of an explore and see what that's like, because the whole area down there has changed immensely. There used to be a mulberry tree down a couple hundred metres down, so we used to call it the mulberry tree run, but the last flood we had, mulberry tree is no longer there, so it was pretty big. Where I'm standing now, we would have been underwater, so yeah, it just goes to show how much we had. Now, I'm probably not in the best spot to catch this, but I'll try and zoom in. And you can sort of see, if I use my umbrella to point, so I don't go blurry, but it sort of goes down that area down there, just there, and that goes down a fair way, and there used to be a great big hole. Whoa! That was close, nearly dropped my camera in the water. That would have been excellent. Yeah, yeah, there used to be a great hollow, used to be a lot of water, but with the last flood we had come through, we had quite a lot of sand and rocks sort of fill it up, so we haven't gone down there yet, but we're going to check it out Friday. Now, previously we've had custom car of the month, but we're going to change that to custom build of the month, because this month we've got a truck. Now, let's take a look at this. Now, his work's featured in previous episodes. Now, he's responsible for the green Jeep you see in my logo. He's also responsible for a previous custom car of the month, and he's also responsible for, well...
It's one small step for man.
I might have embellished a little bit on that last one there, but hey, he's pretty good. Let's go check it out. Alrighty, RC Fourbie Santa. I'm around here with a good friend of mine, Brian. How are you, mate?
Hey, mate.
And now, here's the time that we've all been waiting for. Here it is. And another shot there with one of the flatbed trailers on the back of it. So let's have a bit of a look-see, and Brian can tell us what he did and how he did it.
Alright, so here we have is my Tamiya Globe Liner. Got it as a basic kit, it's just something I wanted. Decided to go a bit of a custom truck. So started getting all the fancy chrome stuff, getting all the cool blingy stuff. Right here, I'm mocking up a set of Grand Hauler fenders.
How much of this that's already on there is that all standard now?
It was all standard except for the fenders that were on it, and I done the catwalk decking, I done just a bit of stuff to make it a little nicer looking.
Yep, a little bit more filled in. Yep.
Yeah, colour it up, make it look a bit nicer. And I started adding all the chrome, so I got Grand Hauler bumper, Grand Hauler fenders.
Yeah, that really sets it off.
There's the standard bumper off of it, just as a bit of a comparison from what it was to what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I started getting some nice metal parts.
Ah, yeah.
So
There's that beautiful looking setup. This thing is amazing, and it's all steel.
all stainless steel.
Just yeah. And there's a fair bit of weight to that too.
There's a lot.
And the detail, like, I mean, I can play with steel, but I couldn't. There's no way I could even produce that.
It's quite a nice piece. And when I got it, it was all way too high, so I had to chop down the intake, make it look a bit nicer.
But it just suits it so well.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece.
Yeah. So this is beside another one here, just to give it a bit of an idea of different looks that you can have.
So it was just a couple of twins between mates. I had no idea he had the same.
Oh, there you go. And then, so this is getting into the lighting side of things?
Some beacon lights onto it, get it, all lit up, make it so it's visible.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. And all of that flashes at different things as well.
All has different modes, all flashes, all works well.
Yep. Yeah, that's an unbelievable picture. That's one of your trailers there.
That's one of them.
That tanker in the back. Yep. And we'll have a look at the trailers sort of before we finish up, and the bumpers.
Yeah, I had to get the CNC machine bumper onto it. It's just so nice. I couldn't resist.
It is. Yeah. It just. Yeah, man. That is just so blingy. That's the word I'm looking for. Blingy.
Yeah.
Now, the tanks. tell me about the tanks.
Well, I was looking at a lot of pictures online about flatbed trailers and everything, and they all got the air tanks under them for the air brakes, so I figured, why not? So I made myself an air tank, mounted under, done the air lines into it.
Unbelievable. And in this little section here too, in behind where you walk up near the cab, as they do, they have tanks, and you've even put them there as well.
Yeah, well, it was a very empty open space, so it had to be filled up, so I figured get some tanks.
That's unbelievable. That really is magic. And so the chrome work, where did you get the tanks from? Did you build them?
They came off of a 16 scale brooder truck that I cut up and modified to fit on the Tamil.
Yeah, gotcha. So just nice looking pieces from different builds that suit the truck, and
it's a bit of this and a bit of that from everything.
It just adds it all together, and it's just unbelievable. Yeah, that's really nice. Now, I love the logo that you made.
Yeah, I had to do my own custom logo for all the trucks. I couldn't not do it.
Yeah, that's absolutely awesome. I mean, you've got your own car.
I've got my own car stickers. I've got my own truck stickers. They're just one of those things I had to do.
Yep. And the rear bumper, that really took me, because this is Aussie style.
Yeah, well, I wasn't the biggest fan of how high the standard American setup was, so I had to do something we'd all recognise here in Australia. So
so because that's like the underrun bar if you crash into the back.
So it's a lot more recognisable, just a bit cleaner looking.
Unreal. Let's check out your trailers. Those of you that have been around for a bit, you'd recognise my green Jeep in my logo. And for all you newcomers, check it out. Well, this is it now. It's been converted into probably one of the sexiest Rubicons I think I've ever seen. Who else but Brian? He's a talented chap, I tell you. Check this out. There you go. What do you think of that? That is one beautiful piece of model. That's unbelievable. He's done an amazing job, and it's the little details. Even the more this time round when we were doing the filming, and I was having a look, there was more things that I hadn't picked up the first time. There's just so much, but the point of detail that goes into these things. Some of these guys, they're artists at what they do, and that's why hopefully if we can broaden this perspective of it not being a custom car but a custom build, then I can cover things like what you've just seen. So I hope you enjoyed that one. As I said at the beginning of this, it's the silly season coming up, so take it easy if you're travelling. Don't do anything sort of crazy on the roads. You'll get there in the end anyway. It doesn't matter if you're a little bit late or whatever. Sort of obviously everyone would rather that everyone gets to their destination safely. So if you're travelling, take it easy. Look after yourselves, look after your family and your friends. Reach out, have a chat to somebody if you think that you need to. That's the biggest thing that I can sort of spruik. It's the most important message I think that I can pass on is it ain't weak to speak. If you feel like having a chat to someone, have a chat to someone. And if you know someone who's having a bit of a difficult time, ask them the question, are you okay? All right, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It was good fun. I was sort of like going out and getting out of the house, doing a bit of filming, catching up with Brian, checking out his build, and I hope you enjoyed it, as much as I did. All right, stay safe. We've got an event coming up at the end of the year. We've got could even be a car show, like a comp, where all the people get their bills up there, and everyone votes on them, and prizes and things like that there. I think we're going to get together at Caloundra, somewhere there possibly. But anyway, if you haven't already subscribed, hit the bell button, and then every time I upload, if I upload the update, you'll be notified of it, so you can keep an eye out for that one there as well. So that should be a good one up at Caloundra in Queensland. It's a beautiful area up there. And we're going to catch up with both the admins for my Facebook group, Matt Evans and Brian Graham. And yeah, sort of between the three of us, I'm hoping we should be able to create a great sort of event for the end of the year. Yeah, so all right, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks very much for the likes. Thanks very much for the comments. It's very great. If there's anything that you want to ask, whatever, just put them in the comments down below. And yeah, I look forward to reading them. All right, I won't waffle on anymore. Stay safe for everyone. Travel safe, everyone. And we'll see you in a little while before the end of the year.